Actually, I want to put on my hoodie because I do usually when I go outside during summer as well, because I use it as a protection against sun. I don't use any sun cream or whatsoever. I don't know, I just never get used to do that, I guess. But anyways, I changed my job. Yes, I changed my job, and I'm still a software engineer, but in different company. And in general, I want to talk about like part-time jobs as a student, or in general part-time jobs, how to get it in Germany, and share about my experience. That I changed my job. It will be pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna start with two things. First thing will be about introduction, because maybe some of you don't know who I am. It depends, if this video goes viral. I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyways, and second will be about a quick update about my life, working life, I would say. And speaking of who I am Mili is my name. I am a student. I study at the TU Berlin, and I work part-time as, how do you call it, working student job or something like that, Werkstudent job in German. But yeah, I'm a software engineer, exactly. And yes, and probably a quick update, I changed my job starting this month. I joined another company where I work as software engineer. That's all, I guess. Yeah. About in general, what's working student job? I probably did already some videos, probably related to the Zen job, daily job you can get it. It's pretty cool. I haven't used it this year, but it's a very cool application, I believe. If you need quick jobs, daily jobs, like earn up to 100 something euro daily, it's really good actually. And of course there's limit for students or for everyone, I guess, but yeah. And in general, working student job, how to get it, etc. I'm gonna like talk about my experience. It's gonna be like guideline how to get it. Okay, great. A working student job basically is part-time job where you work most of the time 20 hours per week, which means you're gonna be 80 hours per month, and so you have to expect to earn from like 13, 14 up to infinity, basically. Infinite amount, basically. But yeah, and that's all. I guess what working student, it can be anything, it can be like, it's basically a part-time job. Yeah, you it's half work what the full-time worker does. If, for example, in my case, I code. Yeah, I supposed to only sometimes I take out a lot of responsibilities because I'm not that smart, but I can do a lot of things, I guess, and I'm very happy about that. And probably have to make another video for this moment, but anyway. And you basically do half the job what a full-time worker does, and that's the whole working student thing. This can be internship, but internship is only limited. Working student can be unlimited, basically. So it can be anything. You can work at a restaurant, for example, as working student job, or in just normal office, or as an assistant, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of intern, I would say, but it's not like that as well. Yeah, I don't know, because it can be also like you're just part-timer, that's all. That's most people do, but for student as I am, I cannot do full-time because I have studied, so yeah, that's all right. I hope it gave you kind of quick overview what is working student job, and maybe you got a bit information about Zen job. And I'm gonna link a video to that as well, because the video I did, it's cool, I guess. It's kind of also didn't go viral, but for my case, yes, got a couple thousand, maybe probably 2 or 3 views. So yeah, 3 views. Yeah, I changed my job. I used to work in an IoT company, and the company was amazing, to be honest. I learned a lot from that company. During that company, I became who I am right now. I worked there like for almost more than half a year, actually. So I was very proud that I joined the team, because IoT, I think, is very cool, and seeing how the IoT devices works with the web application. Eventually, you can see that how the data comes to that, and you can see how this works. That's kind of magic for me, and I really enjoyed my time there, because one of the projects I helped to bring online, it is devices that never they brought online. of course with the help of CTO, but anyway, it was really amazing for me. So yeah, I wish all the best, you know, for the company in the future. But my time ended there because, as I mentioned, I grew and I had some issues. The team, so some people left team, which wasn't cool for me, and I took over a lot of responsibility, which is alright because I really liked to work there and to learn more for my case, because it was like freedom, you know, that I can basically do whatever I want. And of course there's a section for it, but there is like expectations, the issue that I have to follow, of course. But in general it was really cool. And at the end of the day, the pay. Software engineers earn a lot nowadays because they basically do a lot of things, because their work is crucial to the whole company. I knew that I can do more, so that's why I started looking for something new, which eventually I found, and I joined another company. So yeah, that's part of business, I would say, you know. And I didn't want to leave the company because I really liked it, but nothing was changing, and I cannot sit there and wait with something gonna come out, you know. That's part of our job, I guess. And likely we ended on the good note, I guess, or something like that, because I'm also a badass. I didn't like, there's no such like late notice that started working student job. You could have said earlier, but I just said a bit late, but still as understood, and they were alright. They needed time because also they changed their plan, because that I left and somebody would come over there, a new person has to kind of get used to the code base, etc. So yeah, it's a lot of work as well. I believe I have some sore throat, I guess, or something like that. It's a bit hard to talk, I guess, or maybe it's a bit getting late, you know. What I'm supposed to do, I want to record a bit when it's late, you know, but now like daytime, it goes up to 10 p.m. in Berlin, in Germany. Yeah, that's crazy. And it's always gonna be like that, but that's how it is. What I'm supposed to do with that. Anyways, let's talk about my current job. My current job, I'll give you more like details for programmers out there who are interested in that. I use Golang, which I've been familiar with so far, because I believe I made a video about it as well, GSP, etc. Yeah, exactly, this GSP video. And I showed them a product, etc., etc., and that's how I joined the team basically. Maybe I have to give a brief introduction. I had like 3 meetings total. First is like intro, like hey, who are you, etc., and second was more technical, and third was like also like last details, you know, contract details, etc. And yes, okay, let's going back to the tech stack that we use basically in your company. It's been used at Golang language, and it's developed by Google, and it has been developing with Golang, but there are some issues to maintain the whole Golang repository, because it's the way that the data is not, it's a bit outdated way, because nowadays it's expected a lot of from software, such as including Dockerize it, period the deployment, have couple branches such as development, staging, or main, which will be eventually deployed, and to see how it works, etc. And it goes, the list will go on, you know, such as maybe you have 2 databases, etc. So yeah, it's a lot of things, but still, most of the time you try to separate your API, which is backend, and the views basically. That can be, in this case, we can do a lot web first, and it's gonna be like front end basically. So I just proposed my ideas, how we can do that, eventually to work for me, for them is easier. So yeah, I believe they made some couple mistakes during development, but it's alright. You cannot always make, I mean, from my point of view, there's a person who've been doing on the side of working, and so I have some experience and I can tell you, but I am not like 100% know, you know, as well. I made some mistakes with the security thing, etc. Because I am not that good in scalability. I promise scalability, like, because scalability basically, yeah, maybe scalable, like how, but for example, how technology used, how scalable is that, etc. But in terms of how many users it can use, your app can handle, how many requests can handle, etc. It's more about infrastructure, basically your servers. But yeah, all right. I guess next time will be I will discuss about the pay, I guess. Yes. And we had some negotiation about it, and we ended on 20 euros per hour, which is great. I'm happy about that, and I am grateful for it. Which is gonna end up getting like 1.5, I guess, 1.5k euros, and which is amazing per month. Which I believe it's amazing, and not a lot of students do that. And I wasn't getting that money, but I did it because I know that I can do that. Even though in Siemens Energy I used to work the last semester, it was like also like almost 19. But when I joined another team, it was downgraded, which is not great. But eventually, right now, I just upgraded to 20, and that's how it is, you know. I know that what I can pull off, and I grow as well, and that's amazing, you know. And having negotiation, you can tell how much you can earn, etc. But yeah, but I hope eventually I'm gonna have some side hustles to actually not to only focus on one pay branch or whatever called it, pay channel, whatever. That I have a couple pay channels basically, and this will be amazing because I don't have to focus on one thing, and my life will not depend on one thing. That's amazing actually. But as students, very hard to do that, but hopefully eventually I will get there. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video. I believe it wasn't that bad. It was more talk about it, and it's more important, I believe. And I hope I looked okay. And yeah, I guess that's all. Bye.